This June 2020 marked the 25th anniversary of Michael Jackson's album, History. This is a great cause for celebration. The King of Pop's album, History, was a huge influence on me growing up. It is also MJ's most personal record. The lyrics are profound and the music accompanying them is simply timeless. So, commemorating 25 years since the release, here are my top 10 favorite songs of Michael Jackson's album, History. Number 10, DS. Kicking off my top 10 list is a song I like to refer to as a battle cry for the MJ fan community. DS indirectly and very directly refers to the vindictive prosecutor Tom Sneddon, who launched a vendetta against the King of Pop in 1993. With the History album providing some catharsis for Michael Jackson, this song, like many others, was the way MJ knew how to express his anger and frustrations. You can clearly hear that in his voice, which grunts and growls and hisses, cutting like a knife in your ears. Michael Jackson came for Sneddon hardcore on this powerful song. Number 9, Childhood. Michael Jackson himself stated that this beautiful song is, quote, the most autobiographical song I've ever written. If you know MJ's story and you listen to the lyrics, you will understand how true that is. This Disney-esque masterpiece is the closest to knowing Michael Jackson at his core that we will likely ever get. The composition is crafted magically, and the song truly transports you to another world. It is so heartbreaking and bittersweet to hear Michael sing so wonderfully about the childhood that he longs to experience. No one deserves to have their childhood taken from them, to not have the chance to live like a kid whilst they still are one. This song expresses a mixture of joy and sadness that will truly move you. Number 8, Smile. This song is so special because it was actually Michael Jackson's favorite song. MJ was a lifelong Charlie Chaplin fan, so it was only a matter of time before he recorded his own rendition. Smile originated in Chaplin's 1936 film Modern Times, but the lyrics weren't added until 1954 by lyricists John Turner and Jeffrey Parsons. You can hear Michael's love for the song in the sublime way that he sings it. His vocal delivery is perfection. This optimistic tune was the best way to close out the History album. An album filled with so much anger, frustration, injustice, and loneliness. Smile was MJ's way of letting the world know that he was going to be alright. And with a whistle and a giggle to finish it up, he certainly achieved that. Number 7, Money. Money is such a great track and a highly underrated one at that. Written and composed by Michael Jackson himself, the lyrics speak true to the greed of the world and the evil way a person can be corrupted when there are only dollar signs in their eyes. MJ almost speaks or raps these words, sonically reminiscent of his delivery during the verses on Dangerous. Then the chorus hits you and you are knocked off your feet. The simplicity of his vocals in the verses only adds to the power and effectiveness in that killer chorus. The layers of background vocals are heavenly, and that hook is ridiculously catchy. Money is further proof of MJ putting powerful lyrics on top of insane melodies. Number 6, Stranger in Moscow. Hands down one of Michael Jackson's best ever songs. Stranger in Moscow was co-written by Michael Jackson and the super talented Brad Buxer, one of MJ's frequent collaborators. The melody actually found its genesis, pun intended, in the score for Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which came out in 1994. Whilst the lyrics of this song began as a poem Michael had written reflecting on the loneliness he experienced following the awful events of 1993. This song is just beyond magnificent. It is so soothing in your ears and it will truly move you to your core. MJ is so expressive with his vocals. The way he emotes on this track is simply next level. Stranger in Moscow is musical composition and songwriting at its best. Number 5, They Don't Care About Us. Perhaps the most popular song on the album, They Don't Care About Us, is simply iconic. Everything from the instantly recognizable percussion to the political content of the lyrics makes this song unforgettable. Those two elements in particular work together seamlessly, each adding to the power of the other. The percussion is my favorite thing about the track, hands down. Michael's protest chant-like delivery of the simple yet effective lyrics is just excellent. And you can hear his frustration clear as anything each time he lets out the line, "He wouldn't let this be." The two Spike Lee directed short films for the song are simply incredible and will deeply move you. One of MJ's most outstanding tracks. Number 4, Too Bad. This song gets better and better each time I listen to it. Too Bad is a collaboration between MJ, legendary engineer Bruce Swedien, and songwriters Renee Moore and Dallas Austin. It even features a rap from the one and only Shaquille O'Neal. Appropriately titled Too Bad, to me this song is kind of the spiritual sibling or sequel to MJ's classic track Bad. The vibe of both songs is similar, with one song just sounding slightly more contemporary than the other. And even the lyrics are similar, with both songs using the phrase "you're doing wrong." It's such a, pun intended, badass song. I love the music too, and combine that with some trademark stellar background vocals from Michael, Too Bad is definitely a song you will enjoy from start to finish. Number 3, Tabloid Junkie. Listening to the History album back in 1995, Tabloid Junkie was actually my favorite song. So things have changed, but only slightly. This fantastic track is a team-up between the king of pop and iconic producers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I love everything about this song. The music is phenomenal, with the blending of news reporters and MJ's insane beatboxing abilities. Michael's vocal delivery is scathing and emotional as he tears the press a new one in the verses, then pleads with the easily swayed masses during the bridges and chorus. The lyrics are my favorite thing about Tabloid Junkie though. The use of rhyme and poetic-like sentences is just sublime. It really effectively reiterates the message of the song. Just because you read it in a magazine or see it on a TV screen, don't make it factual. Number 2, Earth Song. The word epic was redefined when Earth Song was released. A song near and dear to Michael's heart since the late 1980s, it would be the History album that would finally bring Earth Song to fruition. I have always loved Earth Song. Out of all of Michael Jackson's environmentally conscious tracks, this one is easily my favorite. The melody is beautiful and the chorus is universal, representative of the oneness of humanity. Michael sings each verse as if on behalf of Mother Nature herself, and in that final chorus, well, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. MJ lets loose in anger, begging for mankind to see the plight of our planet. Before giving up and screaming, "Do we give a damn?" in what has to be Michael Jackson's most powerful vocal delivery ever. It gives me chills every single damn time, people. Earth Song is a masterpiece. Enough said. Honorable mentions. 15 tracks on the History album means every song gets a mention. Here are the 5 that just missed out on the top 10. Little Susie. This hauntingly beautiful song is simply cinematic. You Are Not Alone. This ballad was Michael Jackson's last #1 hit in the USA. This time around, MJ and the Notorious B.I.G. deliver a killer collab on this track. History. A song written to purely inspire humanity. So uplifting. Come Together. A phenomenal take on the classic Beatles song. Michael absolutely nails it. And my #1 favorite song off the History album is Scream. It is so fitting that Scream would end up being my favorite track off the album History. This is not only track 1 on the record, this was the first single released off of the album. Scream serves rather efficiently as the mission statement of History as a whole. MJ is mad as hell and he is not going to take it anymore. And what better way to return to the world stage with a song as bold and unapologetic as this one. Plus, what makes it even more exciting is that it was the merger merging of two of the planet's biggest superstars. Scream is such a fun whirlwind of a song. I love the use of different sounds, the way mundane noises such as glass breaking and TV static are used to form a beat and a melody. And to its credit, in my opinion, it has aged supremely well. Of course, it not only helps when you have two Jackson siblings, but maestros Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis crafting the track. And that short film, black and white, high concept sci-fi with stunning visuals and choreography to match. With all that said, you can see exactly why Scream is my #1 favorite song off the History album. There you have it, Moonwalkers. Those are my top 10 favorite songs off the History album. Let me know what yours are by commenting below, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos just like this one. You can also find me on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts and Spotify as one of the hosts of a podcast called Fred and the Monthly at Winifred's. I've been Kendall Richardson, and you've just experienced Collectible Chaos.